So, what exactly is 12 minutes? Aside from a game where you can murder your partner within 5 minutes of starting it, just like what you could do to that like and subscribe button, 12 Minutes is a psychological thriller that happens to have a little bit of a time loop attached to it.
Sorry, I am so sorry, baby.
What if I stab the cop? Yeah, okay, that makes sense. So the purpose of the game is to try and figure out how to get yourself out of the time loop. Sounds simple, right? Wrong! Wrong on so many different levels. This is anything but a simple task.
My nose.
How is this possible?
Good question, Steve, or whatever your name is. Of course, the first thing I did was sit there like a dumbass while my wife does all of the work to set up a dessert around me. We are led into a whole sequence where our mysterious wife reveals that she's pregnant, so long as we don't murder her again.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
So you might ask, what is the game doing? To put it simply, I have no idea. Help me, I can pick up mugs and sleeping pills, and apparently you can drug unnamed wife.
Oh, my head.
You know what? I'm just gonna leave.
Hey.
Nope, can't do that either. Okay. I've done my fair share of being confused and light roasting, but what was the rest of my experience like? Well, the game does an amazing job of storytelling by simply letting you explore your surroundings and interacting with both your wife and the cop. I highly encourage you to play this for yourselves, so I'll only show you one of the endings I found. Yeah, you heard me. This game has multiple endings, baby!
Nice.
Okay, so first things first. After we discover that our wife is pregnant and that she is being accused of murdering her father, I had to get my investigative hat on. First, I came back from death, grabbed the 2 mugs, filled them with water, grabbed the sleeping pills from the medicine cabinet, told mystery wife we should eat, grabbed the dessert from the fridge while she electrocuted herself, put her mug on the table and drugged it, set the rest of the table and pressed the nameless one, turned on the radio, got a smooch on the cheek, sat down, waited for wife to drink the drugs, waited again for the wife to go lie down, paused the game and realized that the pause menu shows how long into the day you are, which is super cool, hid in the closet while the cop arrived, shocked him with the sight of my wife, then actually shocked him with the light switch, which only worked because it shocked the wife earlier, knocking him unconscious, so I took all of his things, tied him up with his own zip ties, started to read through his phone and discovered that his daughter has cancer and is looking for a way to pay for her treatment, interrogated him, didn't learn a thing, decided to let him go, cut him free from his bank robber cuffs. He got mad that I took his things and punched me to death. Next, I did it all over again. Took the pills, set the table, drugged the wife, hid in the closet, knocked out the cop, but this time I tied him up and stabbed him, hoping that he would talk a little more, and I found out that killer wife shot her father on Christmas Eve 8 years ago, discovered the cop was close to the anonymous wife's family, stabbed him again thinking that that would be an ending because he died, but just ran out of the rest of my time reading through the rest of his texts.
What? Wait, but...
Oh boy, we're almost there, I can feel it. I then confronted Jen about the pocket watch, which just confused her, but then when I called Linda out for lying about her past, she just got mad at me. Then I told Sandy about the cop that was about to appear, and she was still mad at me, so I hid in the bathroom. Eventually, boy cop came to the door, and surprise, surprise, I was right and Karen was wrong. 7.5 points to Hufflepuff, baby! Hiding in the bathroom did piss all for me, so I sliced my way out of his pathetic plastic prison and held my own in a fight because he forgot to bring a knife to the knife fight.
No! Please don't stop!
Oh, right. This time I discovered that there is a cell phone in the closet and died to reset the day. This time, I hid from everyone in the closet and let things play out.
Tell me where the watch is. This is your very last chance.
It's in the vent in the bathroom.
Turns out it was in the one spot I didn't look. Ah! At this point, I went through a lot of dialogue to figure out some other information. I eventually found a Polaroid on the fridge that proves that our nameless hero's nameless wife was not, in fact, anywhere near her father when he actually died. Since he didn't actually die to the initial shot, but got shot again a few days
Where
later.
is this coming from?
So I did
Look,
two
I'm living
things
the
at
same
this
few
point.
minutes
First,
over and
I went
over
into a
and
real long dialogue to explain to the wife
Look, how
that
your father
my day
died,
is
it
repeating
was
and that
not
I know the truth, blah blah blah, you're
he
innocent,
died.
blah blah blah. And then I called the cop's daughter and asked her to ask her dad to let us explain things instead of just killing us right away. The dialogue towards your wife is quite an adventure on its own, and I highly recommend that you play and listen to it yourself, since we would be here for much too long if I kept all the dialogue in. We then waited for the cop to show up and told him to look at the Polaroid on the fridge, and boom! Robert's your mother's brother.
I really, really love you.
Really? I really love you. You too.
After all that, I finally beat the game.
I just don't know.
So then I restarted the game